It'll say record, and if you
Almost 2 years ago that I did the Super Training Day, and we had so much fun. I was like, ooh, was anyone from this room here for that? With each other, because I find that this is such a great support team, and people are willing to support each other in their dreams. So whatever you're here for tonight, whether you've lost a job, stay-at-home mom going back to work, this is a great time to think about what it is that you're passionate about doing. Phil, in the past 2 years, my business has really changed and grown since I work with the Junior League, and fortunately, Phil and I have partnered and done a lot of great work together, and what we've realized is, don't you think, Phil, from these kind of supportive environments, a lot of great things that have come out in terms of the support of each other. So tonight we wanted to make it interactive and fun, and Phil, is there anything you wanted to share before we kind of talk a little bit about passion and legacy or anything like that?
Well, the reason that we think this works well in the past audiences is really the different approach here. Marcy's going to lead you through an exercise about finding the job you're passionate about. I mean, something you wake up in the morning anxious to go to. That's only 10% of Americans. Wake up anxious to go to work in the morning. 40%, I'm going to work, it's not awful, but 40% are dreading going to work. And the bottom 10 hate it. We want to make everybody that Marcy and I work with get to that top 10%. That you wake up and are anxious to go. We quote it a lot, and it's really honestly true. I have a weekend on Saturday mornings, and darn it, I can't go to work today. So my wife thinks this is the first hint of mental retardation, but by the way, we're not married. But I sort of have to get that out because this partner, but it's like. In fact, my wife is Catherine Blair, who I'm a Junior League ex-first man of Junior League. My wife is president. Long time. But the exercise today, the part that Marcy's going to lead is really about, she's going to lead you through pulling out of yourself what you really ought to long term be doing, that you would be in the top 10%, by example. And then, you'll see neither one of us is the wallflower that shuts up, so we'll both be piping in. But then we're going to get to the part of how we get you there. Because it's easy to have this dream and say, I don't know how to get there. And what we're going to walk through is you're going to hire a career manager. And you're not going to pay them very much because it's going to be you. But we're going to give you those tools so that you can manage your own career, develop a path. And depending on where you want to go, it might take weeks or months, or it might take years. But it is certainly energizing when you know where you want to go. And you're more comfortable paying the price to get there once you know where you want to go. So that's sort of the formula for today's presentation. Let me just ask you, how many of you, and we're going to share a lot today, so I don't want to, so the first lecture you're going to get from me is, if you're looking for work, don't ever be bashful about it. How many of you are here looking for work right now that are not working? Okay. No.
But I'm looking.
But you're what?
Looking. Always looking. Yeah.
Well, here's your choices. Okay, I'll give you your choices. Out of work, looking for work. Think I might be out of work soon. And that works both directions, and soon is your own definition. And third is, I've been out of work raising a family or traveling, blah, 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 and I've got to get back into the job market, which scares me after that. Okay. Now you can't raise your hand, I haven't asked one yet. She's a junior equipment. Out of work right now, I don't want to be out. Okay. Think I might be out of work for one reason or another in the very near future. Nobody knows. Usually we have people that's panic stricken, I think I'm going to be laid off. And number three, been out of work for a while, I want to get back into the job market. Okay, now only like 5 of you raise your hand. What the rest of you doing? Those are my three choices.
Doing things you don't like. Want to change.
Oh, well, what changes? Okay. Yeah. Well, that's number two. Either I want to get out of what I'm doing or I'm going to be led out of what I'm doing. That's a nice way of saying change, by the way. How many are number two? No. Okay. Thank you. So.
That's what I heard, though.
Yeah. Well, it could be the other three. Because we do talk to a lot of people, especially, when Marcy and I were talking about this, about people that left the job market to start a family or whatever, and are getting back into it. And it's always interesting in that piece where the people that are young and getting out of college staff can't get a job because there's so many experienced people that have had 10 or 15 years experience doing this, and they're getting the jobs and I'm not. When I talk to the 20-year experienced people, they say, I'm not getting the job. I'm going to get the young people right out of college and fresh and excited, their new technology, blah, blah, blah. That's why I'm not getting the job. And I always want to go, could I introduce you to each other? Because it ain't true either one. But that's often an issue that we're facing. So that is what our evening will be. So Marcy will kick off the...
All right. Let's go.